Hello, everyone. This is Amanda Ray coming to you with an American Bill Money Review. This is our Right Way Prodigy marketing team, and we are a part of American Bill Money. The company has been around since 2003. Okay, 2003. They have an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau, which is great to know. And they are paying out $75 in commissions per person that's within your downline. And what we love about this opportunity is you can leverage this because after your first sign up, it goes to your sponsor. Everyone else goes directly to you. So with that said, you can make unlimited commissions as wide or as deep as you want. There's no cap on the amount of money that you can make. The other great thing about this program is that with just a few people, a handful of people, you can make a ton of money. So for example, 40 signups is going to get you $3,000 in residual income every single month. 40 people. So just think about it. If it took you even 6 months or a year to get to 40 people to make $3,000 a month, that is life-changing for a lot of people. If you want to do more, get paid more, you just have to do more. More postcards or more online marketing, we just get you better results, okay? So what we do is people that come onto this team, we show them exactly what we're doing in order to build our business, build the ABM business up, and then we just have people duplicate our results, okay? Consistency is the main key. A lot of people fail in business opportunities, work from home, because they're not consistent. Not only that, what I realize is that people need to know, even though you're working from home, just as you get up from a 9-to-5 job and there's certain things that you do every day, there's certain things you need to do every day for your business. So you have to pretty much be able to go into entrepreneurship mode. What you need to do, write a list, be true to your list, make sure you're following your list, and then that's when you will start to build these results every single day, okay? And that's all it really boils down to, is just being consistent. What I like to tell everyone that starts in this program is that for the first 90 days of your business, you're laying the foundation and building that brick by brick. Your first 90 days is so important and crucial to your business, okay? That's what's gonna make or break you. If you're working 2 or 3 days a week for the first 90 days, the second 90 days, you might as well start all over because you did not do enough. I'm just letting you know, there's so much competition out there, so many people that are putting their information out there. You have to be consistent enough in order to build the foundation and then allow it to grow. So and it's just like a tree. If you just to give you a great example. Right now, I'm in the middle of November. If I go outside right now and I plant a few seeds, I am not getting anything come the next season. You know why? Because I waited too long to build and actually plant those seeds. So you got to get in early enough, and it has to be, you have to get it in the ground at the right time, and you have to build on it so that when the season comes around for you to get those signups and those consistent leads, it's going to happen. And that's what a lot of people are doing. They're not taking their business serious enough in order to reap the benefits 90 days down the line. People need to know with online, I had an interview today, and this is what I found out, is that a lot of people are afraid of what to say because they feel they're going to scare people away. But people need to know is that you build your business in 90-day increments. 90-day increments, okay? And then you also need to know that there's certain times of the year when things are not as heightened, okay, where you don't get as many signups and sales. Perfect example, between the months of June and July, a lot of people are traveling, children are out of school, people are vacationing, they're not looking for a home-based business. So you may have a couple of sales dwindle in. It may not be as rapid, but here's the but if in May, June, and July, you work your behind off, you will see in August, September, and October that you will have a tremendous amount of leads and sales because Now people are going back to school. Parents are home. They're thinking about, dang, I would love to take that vacation again. How am I going to do it? Let me go online and find me a home-based business. And that's what this is all about. It's about being on the center screen for when these people come around and they decide that they want to do something and they want to change, that we're here right there in front of them to give them what it is that they're looking for, okay? And that's another thing. When you're out there and you're giving information, it has to be consistent. People will not take you serious if you're not consistently pumping out information about your business, no matter what it is. If it's a video, if it's just information, if it's a post, if it's a link, you have to always consistently do that, because then people say, you know what, maybe this is real. You know, a lot of people are skeptical. A lot of people have been scammed. A lot of people, they don't know for sure. And if you're not doing your part, then they'll be like, you know what, I just knew it. A lot of people are looking for a way out. But the way that we show them that we're serious and that this is a serious business and we're a serious team is by being consistent. That's the main thing. A lot of people fail because they don't have the consistency to lay the foundation brick by brick in order to have that empire that they're looking for, okay? And that's what I noticed when I was on YouTube. And this is a great thing to do, guys. When I first came online and I was looking for people to follow, okay, I went onto YouTube and I subscribed to all of the marketing gurus, the people that are making the 6 figures a year. I went and I subscribed to their channels. And then whenever I got that little bell went off, I went to see what they were talking about and what they were discussing and what was important. And with all of them, that was one thing. They were consistent. Okay, whatever it is that they were doing, it was very consistent. And that's what gave them consistent results. And not only that, they've been doing it for years. Most of the marketers out there that are making 6 figures a year have been doing this for years, and they laid the foundation. So if they want to take a week, 2 weeks off and do nothing, they've already paved the way. They laid it down and they made sure that it was a solid foundation for them to do so. You want this to be to a point where it's almost passive, okay? Or you start out here and then you become a part of something that's passive. And that's what it's really all about. It's about just working hard. Sometimes you have to work hard for the first 6 months to a year, and you have to put in those hours. And even when you don't feel like doing it, do your videos or run your traffic or whatever it is. But it has to be consistent. And I just don't want people to be confused when I say consistent. I'm not talking twice a week. I'm not talking about 3 times a week. I'm talking about at least 4 times a week or better, because the more people that looks at your opportunity, the more signups you're going to get, the more opt-ins you're going to get. And that's what a lot of people are just missing, the eyeballs. You know, people join a business and within 30 days, they're in and they're out. You know why? Because within that 30 days, they gave up due to the lack of commitment and also not having enough traffic generated to their link. What I noticed is when I first came into American Bill Money, I was running a lot of free traffic. And I started to see a pattern. Every 100 people that opted into my capture page, I made about 2 to 3 sales. And that's all it is. It's about seeing what's happening, what's going on, and then seeing the pattern and say, oh, okay, this is what's working. This is it. And I noticed that I said, oh, okay, so every time I have about 100 people, give or take, I have about 2 to 3 signups. That's pretty amazing. So we're looking at $75 per person. And you know, I wasn't doing Facebook groups that much, like maybe three hours a day max. Okay, 4 days a week. And it was getting me those type of results. So I'm like, okay, people can literally come and do it free, using free traffic if they wanted to. And if you think about it, with postcards, it's the same thing. So you send out 1,000 postcards, you need to be getting about 10 to 13 signups. The only thing is with postcards, it takes a little bit longer to get in. It's not like the immediate results. Like with online, you get faster results, but it's still highly effective. If you go back to YouTube for 2014, 2015, and further out there in past time, you'll see that there's not a lot of videos about American Bill money, because before our team, a lot of people, this was not online. This was just a postcard marketing program, which means 85 to 95% of the people that were participating with American Bill money were only utilizing offline marketing skills, which is, postcards, newspapers, classified ads. That's what they were doing. And then, as of, when I came in, that's when a lot of people were bringing it online. But when I went to YouTube to look up American Bill money, there was probably about 5 videos. But now if you go to YouTube, there's hundreds of videos. Okay, so now this just goes to show you, if they paid out millions of dollars before we even brought it to the internet, how was that happening? Postcard marketing, consistently building the foundation, and then just growing from it. That's how this was actually happening. So we know that it works. It's going to take time. And with anyone and with anything, even if you went out right now and you bought yourself a $100,000 franchise, you're not going to make your money back at least within the first 1 to 3 years. But now we don't have to do that. We don't have to go out and spend $100,000. We can literally invest $125, purchase some postcards, stamps, and labels, and have no cap on the amount of money that you can make. And that's what I love about online marketing, and I love about home-based businesses, because you can do the same thing with a little bit of money and make a ton of money. You don't have to work a whole bunch of overtime, to get paid the time and a half. You don't have to do that. Here you can just leverage this out as much as you want based on your experience, what you're willing to learn, and what type of time commitment you have to making this happen. And that's what's important. Guys, I'm telling you, for the first 90 days, that's the crucial part of your business. Just stay diligent, stay true to the opportunity. I just put up a Facebook page. I made between September and October almost $7,500. And most of the money and assignments that I had came from work that I did back in May, June, and July. A large portion of it. Okay, these are people that came in when I came in, that are doing the things that I'm doing and that are reaping the benefits. They're staying in the program, and it's just making me more money. And then I'm just building on top of that. And what I love too about YouTube is these videos, they never go anywhere. If you start a YouTube channel and you just went in and you put the Hangouts on there with your link, they're going to be there for years and years to come until you decide to take it down. That's extremely powerful. There's billions of videos, and people are watching billions of videos a day on YouTube. So if your video is out there with your link, guys, I was in a program. For those that don't know, I used to do e-commerce. Okay, that's how I first got started. That's when I had my first initial breakthrough. And if you go back to my channel, I was doing a ton of e-commerce videos, YouTube videos. I'm still getting signups today. I actually had a sign up today, from a video that I did over a year ago. That's how powerful this is. So all you have to do is believe. You have to get to work, and you will see that this is, it's a great program. So I'm going to turn this over to Mary Beth, and then I would love for Savella to speak. We're going to keep this short tonight, but I just wanted to let some people give some testimonials and talk about their experience when they started and why they started the program, and then we'll just go from there.
Okay, can you hear me, Amanda?
Yes, Mary, great.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, I'm just going to reiterate and just recap on what you said, real briefly tonight, Amanda, just to give another testimonial to help, build people's credibility and confidence here. Yeah, the magic number, with regards to a time frame is definitely 90 days. That's the most critical time period when you want to build a business that is going to be able to work for you, that you're going to see results and success with. And that's where, unfortunately, a lot of people I'm seeing when they fall short, when they're not getting the results, they're not having the success. It's because of two things. They give up way too quick, and they're not being consistent. And it's really a simple, concept and principle. You just have to put yourself out there very consistently, and just keep going. You can't stop. You can't stop what you're doing. Even with the postcards, it's really simple. They work really well. And if you just put the time in, for a good solid 90 days, after that duration, things are going to start to take off. It's almost like a snowball effect. That's what I've seen too. Amanda, is I started mailing my postcards in August, increased the size of my mailings in September, mailed out more in October, and now I'm starting to see a nice, steady, consistent flow of signups from my postcard, marketing efforts. Started seeing those last month in October. It's continuing now into November, and I'm just remaining consistent. I mail out almost every single day. Something that I hold myself accountable to, for the best results, because you've got the postcards. You just need to put them to good use, stick with it, be consistent, and you can build American bill money in any home-based business. Whether you're going to take this online or offline, it's that 90-day window of opportunity that you just got to stay laser focused, stay consistent, don't give up, don't quit. Just be motivated, look for the future. People, I think they want immediate results and instant gratification, and with these home-based businesses, it doesn't happen that way. You just have to practice patience, and you've just got to put forth the effort, the work for a good 90 days. Be consistent, keep going, don't look back, and you're going to be able to have wonderful results. This is really a great opportunity. And what's nice is with the postcards, they pretty much sell themselves. You put them out there, the ad copy, the lead lists that we're using, they're designed to do the telling, selling, and explaining. I'm seeing with my postcard signups, I just get these wonderful emails from Paul all the time that, another new member joined, and I'm not even talking to them. So they definitely work the way the postcard marketing system for ABM was designed. The ad copy polls works. We've got that 24/7 presentation number on the back. The feedback I've been getting after people join me, they love calling that in. They hear the complete overview, and that's what prompts a lot of people into their buying decision to get started, is that toll-free number. And you got your website on it. It's just a good system, good overall system that works. So the main thing is just be patient, give it at least 90 days, be consistent, don't stop, and you're going to be able to build a wonderful, amazing business with ABM. So I'm really excited. I'm excited for all of us, where we started, where we are right now, where we're going, and the future I know is going to really be bright for all of us. We just got to keep moving forward and just stick together, support each other, and keep coming to these Hangouts, putting our marketing content out there, and keep mailing our postcards.
Thank you so much, Mary Beth, for that. And that's what
you're welcome.
Having a community when you don't have that at home. And, to be honest, I don't have that. And, it's funny because on Tyrion, who's on our team too, he said the same thing. He doesn't have family that's doing this. No one in his family does this. No one in my family does this. They think I'm crazy. And no matter how much, I don't even tell them how much money I make half of the time, because it's like, they think it's one of those things like a lottery ticket. It's a hit or miss. And that's not the way it works with online business. It's not a hit or miss. It's not that scratch off deal that you go and buy at the store. But it's hard to tell people that are not in that, and they are so brainwashed to just getting up and doing their 7 to 3, their 9 to 5 every single day. You just have to have a willpower, and your back kind of has to be against the wall sometimes in order for you to say, you know what, I want to do something different. I want something more than what I'm getting. I always felt, when I was working a 9 to 5 and I was working, at a job, I always felt like, I can't believe I'm doing this for, like, back then it was $7 or $8 an hour. And I'm like, this can't be right. I used to always think that. I never used to say it to the boss or anything, but I'm like, wow, I'm doing this for $8 an hour. Like, this can't be right. And it just has to be something in you that says this is not right. Even $11 an hour, even $15, this is not right. This is not right. And it was just one of those moments where I used to sit and say, you know what? This isn't making any sense. For me, one of the things that I used to do, I remember, and I just remember this as if it was yesterday because it truly impacted my life, but I was really important to the people where I worked. You know, my director, they needed me for everything. I was a conference coordinator for doctors. So I used to give large conferences in Manhattan. Okay. We used to stay at the best hotels, $500 a night. But I was only making like $11 an hour. And I was like, I'm preparing conferences for six-figure earners, doctors, and they're having filet mignon and they're having shrimp cocktail. And I'm like, my check does not reflect the type of work that I'm doing. And it was one of those things where I was just like, it was the light bulb moment. I knew in my heart I didn't want to be a doctor. I didn't want to go to nursing school. I didn't want to do all it, but I wanted to make more money. And I knew that if I stayed where I was at, it wasn't going to happen. So, it's just one of those things where you think outside the box and you're like, you know what, this isn't making sense. And once you have that moment, then you'll start to look for other things. And that's when a lot of people come to YouTube and Facebook, and they go to Google to see what else is out there, because they just know that this is not making any sense. And and for some people it comes earlier than others. I was about 22 years old when I had that moment. And once I hit 23, I never punched the clock again. It was one of those things that I was like, you know what? Nope, 23 years old. No, I'm not punching anyone's clock. They will not have that control over me or my life. I have 2 weeks of vacation, and what I'm doing on my vacation, I am in the house, preparing dinner and getting ready for doctor's appointments. That's what I did with my vacation time. Why? I didn't have the money to take a vacation. I had the time, but there was no money. I had no money to pay $500-$600 to get on a plane, to then get to the hotel and pay another $200-$300 a night. It's one of those things. It just doesn't add up. So that, and I'm just saying that because hopefully someone's watching this video and they're going to say, you know what, that makes no sense. I'm doing the same thing and it doesn't work, So that's what we want. We just want people. We want to, while we're doing this, we want to inspire people as well. This is inspiration for people. In our Facebook groups, when we put up posts and people are showing results and they are showing motivational quotes, that's just inspiring. There's moments where I wake up and I'm like, I may not feel my best, and I go on Facebook and I see, and I'm like, gosh, I needed that this morning. That really helps me out. Or I see Mary Beth and she's exercising. It makes me want to get up and run. That's what and sometimes that's what you need. You don't think about it at the moment, but if you really sit down and think about it, it's the small things that count, and all of those things add up. And if you don't have it, you don't even know that you're missing out on something until you actually get it. There are some times when I look at some of the people in our group and I'll just look at their background and it's so soothing. And it's like, oh gosh, I want to do that, or I want to go there. People that are on our team that live in Miami and they're showing the palm trees and the nice hotels, and it's just like it's a very uplifting feeling. But if you're just always around people that are at your job in their little cubicles and you guys are all doing the same thing, right? And you're not connecting with like-minded people that you want to be like, where do you get that from? Where do you get that from? From TV, but it's not the same because those people are not tangible. You can't call them on the phone. You can't go and talk to them on Facebook. For those that love, let's just say somebody that's Oprah Winfrey. You can see Oprah out there, but you can't pick up the phone and be like, Oprah, that is beautiful. But I can call Mary Beth and say that what I seen today, that was brilliant. That was beautiful. And that's the difference, being around like-minded people that you can connect with, and you can say, wow, I know that person. I speak to that person. If they can do it, I can do it. You can't do that with Oprah. You can't do it with Donald Trump either. So that's the difference. That's the difference. And that's what we want to do. We just want to inspire and motivate each other and uplift one another. And that helps you get through it. And then you start to actually see the results as you do it more and more. You just put, and that's another thing. When you're online or you're doing your marketing, make really good use of your time. It's so easy to get caught up in the things that's going on Facebook. Say, I'm going to only take 20 minutes and I'm going to look at all the stuff that's going on. But for the next hour, I'm going to really focus on traffic and lead generation. That's what I'm going to focus on. And that's what you need to do. If you do that on a regular basis, you will start to see results within your business. I promise you that. So I'm going to give the floor over to Savella. Are you there today? Okay, I'm sorry, she's not here. Okay, Cecilia, are you here with us? Okay, maybe she stepped away. Wayne, can you share some stuff with us? Would you like to share with us, Wayne?
What can I share with you? Because I'm new at AB, America.
Oh, you're new? Well, can you share with us why you got started with ABM? What brought you to ABM? And what you're looking to experience with ABM? We can keep it short and then we'll wrap this up.
Yeah, and I've always believed that postcards work. I've got a stack of them I've saved that I've gotten in the mail, over the years. And we used to get a lot, how you used to get a lot more mail, letters and cards before the internet kind of came along. You used to get tons of it because you got on mailing lists and stuff. But I've always believed that. And there's some beautiful cards that come out in the mail, and ABM has one of those beautiful cards. And I saw it, and I was like, "Man, this is really cool." And I joined up, but the guy that I joined up with, like a week later, he quit. And so I was sitting there, and they told me that they were going to do all my marketing. And then I found you through YouTube, like you said. I saw your videos, and I'm like, "Well, I'm going to get hold of this lady." And then you said, "Hey, you got to here. Let me show you what we're doing." So then I got involved with you, and it was the best thing that ever happened because of discovering all the other things that we're doing. I just feel like I've really found something that just things that people aren't. I can tell you this: I'm in several opportunity things, and one of them, we have a guy that's a trainer that, he's made millions and millions of dollars. He's got, he trains. He's a speaker at events and everything. And he doesn't, in our group, we don't have the marketing group like you set up. And I'm like, wow, you'd think that somebody that has that much clout and experience and education and all that, and the success that he's had in network marketing, that we would have something that seems kind of simple, the concept and everything, but we don't have that in our group. So but yeah, I'm happy. I'm going to start working with you with the what's it called again? Is it right? RPM?
Yeah, RPM.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. With I haven't done that yet, so I've only just mailed out some cards but I want to get started with my YouTube channel and really get into doing lives and stuff too. So I think that'll help me out a lot in a lot of areas. But I'm looking at trimming back some of the other stuff I was doing because of mostly because of Power Lead System. Mm-hmm. Is just I think it's going to be something I'm really going to focus on that and this and of course I'm doing my other things, but you have to get your Bitcoin because it's going to keep going up and up and up.
Yeah. Well, we all know about Bitcoin and it is going up and up and up.
Oh man.
Yeah, we're happy to have you here. You have been a team player since I met you. just taking the initiative and really focusing in on the things that you want to do and taking action. It speaks a lot about you. You know, you didn't give up. You know, you could have stopped promoting ABM when your sponsors dropped out, but you're still here, and it's something that you see that is keeping you here, and that's what's important, you know, because a lot of people that you know, they just don't stick around. You know, that's why they say only 3% actually make it online. And
Right.
3%
Yeah. I mean, because I saw the pictures of the checks and
Mhm.
stuff, and I'm like, and he quit, and I'm like, I'm not gonna quit. I'm gonna get some of these checks. You know?
And that's how you want to be. You want to really feel, yep, I want to get some of those checks. And that's what I said when I seen that the gentleman, he's been with ABM now for 4.5 years, and he makes 6 figures a year. I said, yep. I said that too, Wayne. I said, I want to get some of those checks. You know, if he can do it and he can get paid, and he went and bought himself a little plane. I don't know if you ever
in your co-op, then is it run similar to what the other one we're doing with for the mailing out cards?
Yeah, yes. It's very similar, but it's just that it's on a larger scale, because with Postcards you can get so many for so little.
Yeah.
You know, but yeah, and that's another thing, guys. For $75, you can get a total of 1,000 postcards, or for $150, you get 2,500 postcards, and they come customized with your picture on it, your ABM number, and your name. So that's another great thing. You're getting a ton of postcards that can last you a while for a little bit of money. But we're going to go ahead and wrap it up. I'm going to go ahead for dinner. I had 3 meetings today, and I am exhausted in a good way, though. So everyone, thanks so much for being here. Wayne, thank you so much for that testimony and just providing that information for us. We will be back next week, Wednesday, same time, same place. Everybody stay blessed, stay inspired, keep pushing forward. Don't let the naysayers and those that are behind you have you looking behind. Just stay looking forward. Stay focused on your business and connecting with like-minded people. And have a great night. So thanks so much, guys. Have a great night.